Okay. Back to Martinez after a couple weeks.
Yep. See what Carrie and Kim are up to.
I think we were at a church. I think we're at the latter part of the third day.
Yeah. I think that's right. Oh, yeah, it's getting pretty late on day 3.
Yeah. And this lady just walked into the room, scolded us for using her computer.
Yeah.
Yes, what is it?
Talked about a hole in reality.
That's right. Okay.
She said, you should, I think she implied you should go back and talk to the kids who wanted to set up a club in here.
That's right, yeah.
They might not exactly be on the up and up. They might be orchestrating some kind of drug manufacturing operation.
Oh, boy.
Well, with all the ephedrine or whatever it is they were storing.
Yeah. Is this right?
Yeah. Somewhere up here. Yeah, there's... What's her name? Oh, yeah, and if you go back to the bookstore at some point, you can get your hat back.
Hello again.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so talk to her. Let's go. Yeah, I guess Kim waits outside.
Yeah.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
There you go.
And? What happened?
Talk to the crane.
Man! Who is he? What did you think? Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him.
Guys, you'll never catch him.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah! Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her? A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub? Come on, man. Who will you trust? The spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a better place. Feel the love! Get down and feel it!
Are you feeling the love?
You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she see? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Ja, oder nein? Rocking it or dropping it?
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance! And you can't just evict her?
Look at you, Honour Man!
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
The lines in the dark exist, coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower.
Oh no!
But then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries, we'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think? Excellent! Good luck, my friend.
Still very low to see what's going on.
Goodbye,
Maybe
officer.
I need more, what's the drugs one? I forget.
Electrochemistry.
Oh, electrochemistry.
Looked like that was a logic check.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, what is it? I don't want to make anything work. Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Might see if you have anything that could boost suggestion, since that's already a high check.
Or just save.
Okay.
Yes, what is it?
Easy.
Yeah.
When her research is done, she can move out.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offside copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself. No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still. It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament. Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady. That's her name, I believe. Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the
Ah,
fridge.
okay.
Just go
Well,
and get it.
I guess we don't need to cool the body anymore since Kim took it.
Yeah.
In the giant ice bear fridge. I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just need to get the offside copy from the ice bear.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying,
Oh.
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory? Joisa. Of course! Our project lead, Suliswov Javiza. God, he was
Polish as hell
always
name.
so
Yeah.
hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offside copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous. And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out. Wait, what? Whose dead body?
You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fruit.
Whose body is it? You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice bear fridge. Okay. Very cool. Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
We would appreciate it if you kept this knowledge to yourself.
Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone to tell. And if I did, I wouldn't. I don't care. The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means. Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in. Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil. Yes, but she literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Reim Civic. I'm not making this up.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. Thanks.
Alright, I guess I need to find that prying tool.
Yeah, I thought she'd just give it to you, but... Oh, here,
Oh,
this
okay.
might be it.
And here's my Qualsund multi.
Oh, okay.
You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
Okay. Cool. Alright. Let's see. It's 21 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember you wanted to go talk to Joyce after Kim leaves
Oh, yeah.
to learn about the world.
Yeah, I was gonna fast travel over there anyway to get to the bookstore.
Okay.
I don't know what I have to do to get Kim to leave, though.
I think if you just go by his room, he might leave. Just,
Okay.
like, go up to his door or something.
But then I have to go into the Dune commercial area all by myself.
Yeah, and it's very spooky.
Ah, disco ball's going.
Yep. At some point, we do have to do karaoke.
Yeah, I need to find some music. Is this his room?
I think that's
Oh.
the ladies' room.
This is his room.
Yes?
Talk to him.
Maybe if you go to, like, your room, that's how it works. Or it would be your room in the fishing village now, though.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't remember.
That's right,
Like-
yeah. Alright, we'll just go, go into the Doom commercial area. Oh, I clicked on this. Oh yeah, I need to also find some way to resolve the quest that Everett gave me.
Oh yeah, because the old lady didn't want to sign.
Yeah. Everard.
Yeah.
For that, was it youth center or whatever?
Yeah. I think you can examine the document
This
in your
orange machine
inventory.
is
Oh,
dead
okay.
still.
You might-
It has a hand.
Oh, I think you might have to
unscrewed
equip
journal and
the
an electric
tool.
freezer. The ice around
Oh,
it
okay.
slowly melting.
Very well. Alright, that makes sense. Oops. There we go.
False into KR multi-tool.
Oh, look at that. I've got two.
Yeah.
You'd use them both.
This orange machine is dead still.
Oh god,
Still.
even now. Do you have anything that adds to your
And
physical
an
instrument?
One way to find out.
Yeah. I wish it was easier to check all the stats you could up. That is one
Alright,
complaint I have.
Okay, white tank top. Okay. Some trick modes of taxation. Okay, t-shirt. Mint from Helmdahl. Oh, okay, it's
Same slot it looks like.
okay.
The t-shirt is cooler.
Yeah. Oh, well, -2.
Oh yeah, don't equip that.
Okay, well, I got +1.
Yeah.
Let's see if this puts us
This
over
orange
like a
machine
coin.
is-
Okay, it's a coin flip now, so I'll just quick save.
Yeah.
This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks
Oh.
with the Zoom multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before.
Reload or put a point in.
This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks
No.
with the Zoom multi-tool.
Excuse me.
This orange machine is dead still. Ice
There we
groans
go.
and howls under the strain of your giant Kvalsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side. Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker.
No ice cream.
A scoop of ice cream would have been nice, yes.
Aww.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Oh, yeah. You can use the filaments on the computer up there to find out more about the game studio, if you so desire. I don't know if they actually go bad, or if that's lore.
Let's see. Let's try to find that thing that Everett had us get signatures for.
Yeah. It was like a letter or something.
These are all postcards.
It might be under Interact.
Oh yeah, probably. White envelope.
That might be it.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum. Underneath all this, Lillian's signature and an empty line waiting for a signee. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
Okay. Might want to try and do some logics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Looks like we're not augmenting logic at all. So let's see here. It would be blue. Okay, there's logic.
Look like a nerd.
Oh my gosh. Drama. Drama. There's logic. Oh god. Okay.
Now this is a look.
Yeah. It's minus logic. It's +2 logic.
Oh wow, that's an even better
What
hat.
is this? Oh, okay.
It's like a beret.
Oh gosh. Okay, so +3 logic.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Okay, we got it to a coin flip.
Yeah.
Oh.
You might not be able to quick save in the middle like that.
There we go.
You take the legal documents out of the... There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door. Once the construction starts, it will probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Of course, I should have seen it. Everard probably has eyes on us, but if the second signature were to be somehow wrong...
He won't say it outright, but he's suggesting forgery.
Forgery, yes. It would render the document invalid.
I can't wait to see what the reaction is to this, but I don't want to close this option off.
I am not sure whether working with Everard is particularly ethical either, but I understand and respect your position.
He feels guilty about failing to protect the inhabitants of the fishing village from a greedy mob boss. The youth center cuts into
I guess you can reload.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that.
If Kim actually suggests you commit a crime, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah. I need to stop doing dialogue choices just out of curiosity.
Oh, that's a fine way to do it. Listen, there is another way to solve this as well that
12 to
doesn't...
40 months.
just
There is no loophole.
screw over the
simple
fishing
truth
village.
is
Okay.
the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next...
Of course, I should. Eva probably has a
He won't say it.
forgery, yes. It's not the sort of act I would normally encourage, but under the circumstances, if done discreetly, it may be the only way to save what's left of the village.
Or you could try to trick Everard. Get someone random to sign the document.
Ah.
By the time the union boss finds out, your business here will already be concluded.
Oh god.
Oof,
Oh, Everett, people could be watching you here, so you might want to do it somewhere else, maybe. Interesting.
Oh.
Or you could try to find someone else to sign it, which is what I ended up doing.
Oh, okay, that's the other option.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I still need to get that guy back his jacket.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can.
And that'll take you down by the fishing village if you want to send Kim to sleep for the night.
Yeah.
Maybe, if that is how it works.
Yeah,
Exactly
let's see.
remember.
Excuse me. And if I got someone else to sign it, I think it would be easier. I think it'd be more hard for Everett to suspect foul play because it could just me being dumb,
Yeah.
getting a signature from the wrong person.
It's getting late, and it's snowing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Time
Oh, it
to
is
call it a
snowing.
day.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place
Oh,
to
God.
you?
Westward, across the canal, towers the whirling in rags. Door number 1 on the second floor is locked. Behind it lies a trashed room. 1 floor below, behind the counter, stands an irritable man. In a small shack in the fishing village, a baroque heater hums quietly, emanating a sense of comforting warmth. A wash basin lies on the table, the water inside reflecting the somber face of the world. Far away, on the corner of Perdition and Main, a nondescript building, obscured in a haze. It's vacant and lost, just like its tenant. Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Floorboards. I can't seem to interact with any floorboards. So.
Yeah.
Oh. A logic jacket. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
An old mirror hangs on the
Mirror.
wall.
So you
Oh,
can
no.
do
See the
your
reflection
checks
of your
here.
face in it.
Just
Without
saw
having to
the
get back into the
expression.
whirling.
The expression.
Bowl here. What's this?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Time to shave? Oh
Do you
no.
want to remove that?
Thank God you didn't go in there barehanded. Death smell is notoriously difficult to get off yourself and your clothes, though. And cleaning up takes a while. But man persists, and after 15 minutes pass, you look almost presentable.
Oh, nice.
Sort of. The sudden absence of the morbid dead tissue you smell instantly lifts your spirits.
Shit.
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
I don't know.
That's
I
a big
kind of
decision.
like the chops.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're so iconic.
Maybe you'll be able to check the floorboards later. Who knows?
Yeah, I wonder if it was that jacket that was there. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
All right. I think that jacket guy is over here-ish.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Oh.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence. Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley, craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance. A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost. Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn. Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Oh, here they are.
Tequila Sunset.
Oh, yep.
My jacket?
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila? Faum? That's medium concept stuff. Not my style at all.
Aw.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's fucking with your head.
I'm sorry, idiot Doom Spiral.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his business, friends, and girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
You want a nice jacket, I guess is the big
You know what?
question here.
Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Aye, good thinking.
What's it about? I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck they were. Anyone's got a pen, the pro's gonna do it. All right. Don't know if I've mentioned it, but I used to be a businessman. And as a businessman, I am going to keep the pen.
Oh, that's
For my trouble.
That's not the pen Ken gave me, is it?
It might be.
Fuck.
No, that was my favorite thing of all the things you have. This had better be worth losing the pen for. My favorite was the gun he lost.
No. Should have given the ape pen. What was I thinking? Where did I get the ape pen from? Was it the trash?
It might have been the cryptozoologist lady.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to give that pen away either, though.
Tequila Sunset. What's it about? Maybe you've heard. I
got a freebie
Oh,
when I
okay.
purchased a whole carton of cigarettes.
Oh, good.
Smoke cigarettes, get a free pen. Deals don't come any sweeter.
Thank you, Rosemary, coming in clutch.
The writing under the Tiny Crown logo reads, Royal Extra.
Awesome.
Thanks, Rosie. Hey guys, I'm a hero.
Hell yes!
The incapacitated drunk lay there snoring like an ancient rusting tractor.
Anything else this merry band of adventurers can do for you? Or do you need to go and mail that serious-looking document of yours? There's a mailbox on the plaza.
Oh, I didn't get my jacket.
Tequila Sunset.
My jacket?
A look of consternation crosses the...
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila? Rosemary, what the fuck is Tequila talking about?
Oi, that's the jacket you stole 2 weeks ago. From the kid who was making it with his gal on the beach.
That's disgusting. I've never done anything like that in my life. You're both delusional. Found. That's medium concept stuff.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man meant I'm calling it. It's neurological.
That shit is so medium concept, I wouldn't touch it with a stick. But yeah, okay. I'm sure it looks great on you.
Oh yeah, I need to talk to the kid about the bugs.
Yeah, Kuno.
Kuno
knows something about locusts.
Okay,
Maybe.
so let's see. Oh yeah, I need to. I think I'm done here.
Mm-hmm.
Got a document to hand to Everett, and I can talk to the lady now.
Yeah.
Forget her name. Joyce?
Joyce.
Oh yeah, I need to go back to the fishing village in order to fast travel. Stay warm, fellas. Kuno's right up here. I guess I can talk to him.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
Oh no. Lock Kuno up in lame prison.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Aw, Kuno doesn't care? Wish Kuno wouldn't play with my feelings. Like
Yeah. I just want to be his friend. Maybe he's his stepfather.
Oh god. The poor bastard is gonna man up to that job. It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Sounds like you found the locust, detective. Heaps of leaves are rotting among the mud-caked towers. Dozens of little locusts feed on them, buzzing away with vicious joy. Kuno has really outdone himself here. It's an ode to self-expression.
Just expressing himself.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. Yeah, Kuno took the bugs, so what?
So it wasn't a phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
You stop. It's like they're fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
It's lame as hell.
Oh my god, no! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
He recognizes the name.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
As you leave, you notice his usual rooster-like swaying posture has changed. Slowed down, like clockwork unwinding.
Yeah. When it turned out that Cyberpunk 2077 was set in a place called Night City, the first thing I thought about was Kuno's City of Locusts.
Yeah. That's immediately what I thought too, was Night City from Cyberpunk. I wonder if that game's fixed yet.
I've heard it's gotten better, but I don't know how, like, good the actual story and mechanics are, even non-buggy.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this. So it was just a child.
Oh.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
Except enthusiastic.
There's except enthusiastically.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts.
Alright, I've got locusts.
Right down the funnel.
Turn around and give them right to Kuno.
I'll see if I can do that.
Create new Night City on the opposite coast.
But,
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous.
I'd be famous.
You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center.
hell no. I had no idea.
I still don't know who Gary is.
It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
I don't know what got into him, officer. Thank you for letting him off easy. He won't forget it. We'll make sure he won't.
Gary.
Alright. I'm gonna quick save and then see if I have any more new dialogue with Kuno now that I have Locus.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't fucking.
Alright. So while I'm here, I guess I could talk to Joyce. And then I can either... And I can load up the traps again. And I don't know if I... See if I have enough time in the day to give Everard the document.
Yeah. Sometimes people will go to sleep eventually, but I don't remember when it is.
I'll see if Joyce is around. I wonder if she just sleeps on her boat.
I believe she does.
There she is.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality?
Okay.
My favorite part of the day.
Now
Go
that
ahead,
we're
ask me
alone.
anything. Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant. Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass. Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7.
So is the Pale the ocean?
No, there's the ocean as well.
Oh.
And then
Windy, Seol,
around
Samara,
everything is
Ilmara, Grad,
the Pale.
Katla, and this, Insulinde. An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear. Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness. No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
Working on a joke about how CDPR's Night City had more bugs.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see. It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension. Right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible. Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds, hardware operating in the harbor. Firm, self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged. Extensively. Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past. It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
No, Lieutenant Dubois. I'm entreprenetic business class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually. Up to my gills, officer. Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain. There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years. Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later. Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely. Then they don't. The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping. What do you think, Detective?
That's good timing on that thought sound.
Yeah.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists. Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything? Beyond curious. Tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Tommy's.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then... I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile, you have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
What is this?
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
Oh, that's probably your thought.
Oh, okay.
The Mama Dakwa.
Oh, okay.
It's not only your eardrums that register sound anymore. Your very skin has become an organ of hearing. Looking for a whisper, light and low. A god who's very, very silent. Nothing escapes you. A cockroach in the other room. A candy wrapper falling on dry grass. A drunk falling from a chair in a bar 20 meters away. In fact, you haven't heard the Col du Mama Dakwa, but you have discovered that you have amazing hearing. It must be the only part of you the alcohol hasn't drowned out. Keep listening.
Oops, perception. No, it's minus one encyclopedia. Cool. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I need to get the lady back filament.
Oh yeah.
I guess I could check what's on it in the Doom commercial area.
I would, if you want to check what's on it, I would wait till Kim is back.
Oh,
He
okay.
has some fun thoughts on what happens.
Okay.
What happened to the game studio?
Let's see, what other business I have. Oh, yeah, I had the document to give to Everard. Now that it's signed. Oh yeah, I need to reload the traps. I might do that before I go to sleep. Egghead puzzle.
Oh yeah. Remember how Egghead's dialogue is strange and seems to be kind of branching? I think that's what it's...
Who's Egghead?
He's the guy who just says hardcore.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, apartment door. Can I still do this?
Yeah, you can if you want. I don't think it unlocks
two
anything.
signatures. I still need to find this murder weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Working firearm that shoots 4.46. Okay. Python paints raccoon. Alright. I need to get back down to the whirling. So what happens if is there like a timer I run into at night, or?
I think time stops progressing at 2.
Oh, okay.
And most NPCs go to sleep at some point, but I don't know exactly when.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I still have some time then, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the whirling. Let's see. Is it just that one trap I need to refill, or is all of them?
I don't remember. You have to check the quest.
Yeah. The empty trap, okay.
See, I think the one near the water lock was like the last one you checked.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe there are footprints.
Okay.
Something nearby.
Yeah.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles.
Right.
The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Up there's
Yeah.
Up there is.
The trap stands empty amongst the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds, melancholy rustling. Rain drips from the netting of the trap. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Portalina. I guess I'll wait till tomorrow to examine the filament.
Yeah, I would recommend that.
So
you might be able to talk to Everard tonight.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted to do that by yourself, but it is more fun doing stuff with Kim.
Yeah.
I don't remember if he contributes much to the Everard quest here.
I just finish the day.
Sure. It's getting late, and it's raining.
Still can't check the floorboards.
Yeah, I must unlock at some point. I'm not sure what it is.
Oh. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you. Forever. On Ferrotape.
No. You're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience. On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the working class. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth. There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
'Cause only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Not fully healed this.
Rise and shine, comrade. It's time to get to work. Despite all the thinking you've been doing, only 0.0001% of communism has been built. It's too great a task to undertake alone. You're going to have to get organized. Your level of personal upkeep is irrelevant. All that matters is your commitment to building the World Republic. You must seek out your revolutionary brothers and sisters. Find out how much communism they've built. Then, together, maybe you'll be able to build as much as 0.0002% of communism. But it won't be easy. Decades of persecution by coalition authorities have driven the remaining communists of Martinaise underground. They live underground. These communists aren't men. They're mole people. Possibly, if you have been, it's only because you're a double agent acting in furtherance of your long-term objectives. Listen to this. Do you really think you're the kind of person an underground communist cell would entrust with a mission that requires such discretion? Regardless, what's past is past. You need to look forward to the work of building communism for all. Just between us, you may want to lay off this grind up the bourgeoisie stuff. It's a bit off-putting, even to fellow communists. They're not mole people. They're your comrades in the eternal class struggle. It's your task to find and join them. Let your nose guide you, detective. Yes, fortunately, communists are known to have a very distinct smell. We really have no idea what they're talking about. There's no linkage between ideology and olfaction. Failure. That's why you're perfect for the job. No one's got a better nose for failure than you, Harry. What you're smelling is your own body odor, of course. Nothing a shower and change of clothes couldn't fix. People sometimes complain there are no real communists left in Martinaise, but you can smell their presence. They're out there, waiting for you to join them. First, you'll have to locate the remaining communists in Martinaise. When you get near to someone with revolutionary potential, your nose will give you the signal to establish contact. Again, no, it won't. Any olfactory response you perceive will be strictly psychosomatic. Judging from the bust of Krasmazov and other revolutionary paraphernalia you discovered, it seems that the Cape Side apartments may be a hotbed of communist activity. Right. You'll discuss the monumental world historical task that lies before you. You'll engage in rigorous and spirited debates about Mazovian theory and practice. But mostly, you'll probably complain about other communists. Not at all. Complaining about other communists is one of the most important parts of being a communist. Here we go. Wake, brave worker. 'Tis no time for bed. Fight till there's no slaves below, and no masters o'erhead.
I think this is one of the new, well, I guess not new at this point, the ideology quest lines they added in the big update a while back.
Oh, okay, that's part of the update.
Yeah. I never did any of these, so I'm curious to see how that goes.
You never did communism?
No. I think it's like communism, fascism, ultra-liberalism, and moralism.
Oh, okay.
Lines. But I don't know if you can do like multiple ones in a playthrough.
I think I have the threads for moralism and communism. If moralism is like the centrist one?
Yeah, that's sort of the centrist one. And then ultra-liberal is like free market capitalism.
Yeah.
The lieutenant's posture and uncomfortable as you lean forward and sniff the area just above his shoulder blade. The lieutenant is fastidious as a cat in matters of his personal upkeep. And yet, in the folds of his jacket, you can just perceive the stale and acrid traces of oil rags, transmission fluid, and brake pads. Wait. There's something else there. Something that sets your GABA receptors aflutter. The Lieutenant's aftershave, a common drugstore brand. Strong hints of pine needle. But what sort of ideological picture do these smells paint? Tough to say.
Do you need something, Detective? I do like to hang around the motor pool every now and then, but that doesn't make me a mechanic. Sort of like how hanging around the liquor store hasn't made you into a My apologies, Detective. I couldn't resist. Was there something else you wish to discuss?
Alright. Okay, it's fine. I can go to the doomed commercial area, and I guess I could try and find some communism in the apartments nearby.
Oh, you might need to equip your flashlight to see what's going on.
Oh.
Or you might be stuck somewhere. It's weird.
There we go. Here's our...
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the offsite copy? Good. Please repeat the password.
I think it was the afterlife death thing.
No, that's not it.
Oh.
No!
Oh, maybe that was just for the schedule.
No. Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Thank you, and goodbye.
Okay, the password you have must be for the
still
schedule.
Casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. The filament slides out of its glowing.
If I can inspect the filament.
Yeah. I think it's one of those cubes.
Okay.
You can sell it, but no, it
Nice.
doesn't look like you expected.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded.
Already examined most of the stuff in this room.
Yeah.
I can't even examine the ice chest anymore. Oh, and this is just the power.
Only the red cable is plugged.
Maybe Dice Lady overheard somebody say the password.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Can I get to the apartments from here?
I think you have to go around.
Oh yeah, I should get a new hat.
Oh yeah, talk to the girl.
Ask her how she feels about communism.
Yeah. Please don't sniff the child.
Yeah, I should do that.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books? Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you.
Here you go.
Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there. Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
Nice. Oops. Is this it? Alright, I take Wall's hat.
Yep.
Alright. Guess I need to figure out where the password for that thing could be.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember. You might be able to get some stuff from the schedule.
Oh, okay.
Plug that in there, but I don't think the password would be in there.
There. Do you smell that?
Oh.
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness, that sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent reordering? What do you smell? The first thing that strikes you is the overwhelming brine. You imagine yourself underwater, a 100-legged arthropod scuttling along the murky silt at the bottom of the sea. But then the unmistakable reek of seagull shit hits you, buoyed along on the air currents, an acrid melody atop mouldering cords of wood rot and heavy fuel oil.
Everything in order, detective? There's a lot to take in, isn't there?
Without a doubt. Your politico-olfactory cortex doesn't deceive you. The smell is coming from that balcony over there.
Cindy?
Certainement. A precocious communist youth. A symbol of a kinder, more hopeful future. Now's your chance to establish contact with your revolutionary brothers and sisters. A chance to establish contact with the future. What a beautiful, terrible thought.
Quick second.
Okay.
We're talking to Cindy. Can I?
You might have to get up on the balcony. I didn't see her. Oh, there she is.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire
Hey,
my
sister.
knowledge?
Hey, sister.
Oh,
And
no.
what do you know about politics?
Sausage crunch. I thought I was supposed to not mention that.
That doesn't mean you can't.
None of these are good. Good lord.
The girl erupts in a cackle that seems like it should belong to a much older woman.
Oh, that's very nice. The little piggy wants to make sausages. Out of what? His little piggy friends?
I'll never make you in a
It
song.
was not a concern of mine.
Sure. I know someone who'd love to talk that ideological stuff. You're looking for Steban. A right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting. I might. No.
No.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh. It seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
Oh, God. He is the saddest pig in the world. Oh, fine. I'll help. But first, I want something from you.
A wicked grin extends across her face. A laughing skull. Death hilarious. This is gonna be bad.
Point for me, piggy. Just once. Wow, that was easier than I expected. It's almost like you've been wanting to do it this whole time.
A cool.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You needn't have rolled over quite so easily. The lieutenant, needless to say,
I'm not impressed.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Staban. It's touching, sort of. Staban's group meets only at night in an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight. Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them. Just that he's a real communist. Not like the play acting you've been doing. The rest, you'll have to see for yourself. Oh, smart pig. Because there is. See, Staban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like. You can't join the meeting without one. Sure, I do. Staban trusts me. Why would I? That would be so boring. Now, let's see if you're half as dedicated a communist as you say you are. That's enough. Off with you then. And what do you know about politics? Well, well. Sounds like quite the snout you've got there.
Your olfactory department wants you to know that it accepts no responsibility for wherever this line of interrogation leads you.
Sure. I know someone who'd love to talk that ideological stuff. You're looking for Staban.
Okay.
Right. I might. No.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest a wicked grin, a laugh.
Oink for me, piggy.
Oh.
Just once. Wrong! This is exactly how I treat my little brother.
We're gonna take psychic
There,
damage
that
here.
wasn't so bad.
The lieutenant
Sounds like you're
Get out
really
of that.
serious about me. Staban's group meet. Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. And hold on. You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? See, Staban's a bit on the paranoid side. Why would I? That would be... Now, let's see if you're... That's enough.
Alright.
Off with you then.
So I'm gonna find the password in some way.
Yeah.
All these passwords I need to find. Okay, this is... Oh, there's that girl.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
We can maybe insert the schedule filament.
I can learn some stuff that way.
Yes?
Oops. There.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. And
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislain. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password. Good. I've unlocked the production schedule.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Thank you.
tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework. With a quiet determination, the printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface. It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule. In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Ria, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Ria, with only half of the game finished. 400,000 Real? Yo. These guys knew how to party. Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor. Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhumane rate, a rate that could only be amended by Pyrrolidon. The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy. It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million Real game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't. No, even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads. At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what Whirl Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor. The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again. So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined. Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Oh, God. I wonder if my scroller's wheel's getting picked up by the microphone.
That would be great.
Oh, all right, well.
That's a lot of heads.
Yeah.
There we go. I have to assume this number is accurate.
Yeah.
lieutenant taps his foot, his arms folded tight against his chest. He's dying for a cigarette. Come to think of it, you are too.
There's more.
What if you broke the radio?
Legendary failure.
Oh, interfacing legendary failure. Oh god. Oh, whoa.
And that's it.
Suddenly ended with a bunch of zeros.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss. On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the World Untethered project was being compiled that day. When the project was returned, it was completely blank.
Oops.
The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss. Always read the terms of service. Mysteriously enough, it seems that the offsite copy happened to be onsite when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the offsite copy and, well, keep it offsite. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached. S. Luukinen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The offsite copy was onsite because there was no offsite anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal. Her former colleagues would agree with you. The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later. 4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. The filament slides out of its glowing nest. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. Nothing happens. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
You can go give the form to Everard.
Oh, yeah.
See if we can try and open that crate.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that's supposed to get easier every day.
There it is again. That spectral smell haunting this industrial harbor. And it smells like heavy fuel oil, mostly. Because it's an industrial harbor. Years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams, ground beneath the inexorable tides of capital. Can you smell it now? You inhale. The cilia along your olfactory epithelium tingle with excitement as they sift through the swirling morass of industrial odors. First come the smells of the agitated strikebreakers, layers of body oil and sweat, over-buttered meals pulled from bake-like lunch pails, the biting stench of lye soap. And then there's the slowly oxidizing metal gates, the scent of stale grease emanating from every crack.
Still smelling for communists, detective? No offense, detective, but you are not particularly...
The lieutenant's right. It's sort of amazing how unsubtle the air around you. Almost like you're trying to call attention to yourself. What the lieutenant thinks is irrelevant. Your politico-olfactory cortex is lighting up like a holiday display. Look, it's pointing you right to that railing over there.
Mañana?
Yes, now's your chance to establish contact.
Hell yeah.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? What's that, boy?
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are
Oh,
notorious.
no.
skittish,
Oh, no.
So it's best to insinuate your way
You're
in.
talking about the sausage grinder again.
Hold on. This isn't a man who goes in for subterfuge. He prefers someone who'll look him in the eye and say exactly what's on his
Like
mind.
kind of sausage,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
There's number 5 for the straightforward one.
Now, that is an important subject, but also a sensitive one. Still, good of you to just come straight out with it. No beating around the bush.
Yes, he certainly has a way of just coming out and saying things.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why? Chasing a dream, huh? I have to respect that, boy. I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas. Some are, some aren't. It's a big institution, room for all kinds. Comunistas, feminist supremacists,
yeah.
Even an anti-institutional boyadero.
All right, so if he isn't personally a communist, he's definitely hanging out with them.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy. Didn't say anything about his name. Wasn't this sort of encounter where names matter? It was late one night as I was leaving the arm. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket, classic Sarameritian style. He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
See, all this political chit-chat is just an excuse to rip tar with strangers. Let's say we just skip right to the good part then.
which I thought.
No idea. I took it to mean he was asking me to join some sort of underground cell. A very old school organizing technique. The sort of thing comunistas used to do before the revolution. The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone. You know, a guy with a theory. Someone who likes to pit his theory against other theories in deadly theory combat. I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, remember Dobrava and Abadanais. And then he was gone. I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers. Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk with me. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows the ideologo personally.
Not to interfere in your personal errand, but it might have something to do with that passphrase Cindy mentioned earlier.
The lieutenant nods.
Just in time. The faithful partner arrives with the key that turns the lock. You two make a good pair. I salute you, boyas, and wish you good fortune on this grand ideological quest.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
I'm such a boy, my flashlight. Let's get the tar bag. Tear bag. Oops. And, pleasure, failure, and hatred. Okay. There we go.
Before the cargo container.
Do you have anything?
Its draw has not lessened
such
since you
rhetoric?
last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Oops. Let's see. Don't have anything augmenting rhetoric right now. It's -1 rhetoric. It's +1. It's a white polo shirt.
You're back before the cargo container.
Oops. See if we're talking with that bird.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everett Clare do for you today?
Oh, I have to mail them off.
Oh, okay, yeah, you must have to find a mailbox.
Yeah.
I don't remember where there's a mailbox, but there's got to be one somewhere.
Maybe by the Whirling.
Yeah, that would be my guess. Either by the Whirling or maybe in the apartment building.
Yeah.
Someplace where people live.
Check in with the cryptozoologist real quick.
Oh yeah, you need to report to Lena.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face. Thank you for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say. Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Different? How? I'm not. It's not that. It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer. Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not. Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone. No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence, that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too. But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was...
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
First, tell me to remember Jessica.
Oh God.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel. Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad. Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but... Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a
dream. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The guest enters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's raining.
We should go too.
Do you remember what that check was?
The suggestion one?
Oh, suggestion. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can...
About her marriage, you mean?
Yeah. I want to try and pass that one.
Okay. You might put some points into suggestion then before you do that again.
Yeah.
Let's see if you have any gear. You might go see if that guy who sells stuff has some suggestion gear, but I don't remember if he does.
Oh.
The guy who's like sort of by where the trucks are.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't remember if he actually does.
Could always check. So I'm not augmenting suggestion at all. Let's see here. Oh, +1 suggestion for this coat. Oh my.
Oh yeah.
It's -1 suggestion.
Yeah, I would not take a suggestion from someone wearing that hat.
Oh,
and that's the shirt is also minus. That's odd.
Okay. Now we can check to see what that clothing vendor has. I heard a cat door.
Oh boy.
What's up, Pacey? Who are these guys?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. These guys show up.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
This. That's alright.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors, cops' heads, scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
Well, I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage. I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet. You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
The question was rhetorical. The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive. Murder? Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged. He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Fucking philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy. Justify shit. Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Probably because of how non-violent their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat. But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are. We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now? Mm-hmm. Nope. But Cindy does.
Ah.
Don't tell him that. Skulls don't tattle, man. Cindy wouldn't.
Oh, I know where I'm going.
You already said she's a skull. The last I saw her, she was hanging around the old apartment building near the pier.
Just don't tell her you heard it from Piss and Fuck, alright?
Piss and Fuck.
She wanted those gloves for herself. Be cool, man. Okay?
Alright, we have a lead on the gloves.
I'll just oink some more.
Mm-hmm.
What about them? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
That's profound, dude.
He's reading a lot into this.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message. What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Yes? What is? What are you implying? I'm not sure I understand you, detective. Neither. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements. Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attack.
So are we done here? Or...
Oh, guess for the jacket.
Do you?
Oh gosh, it's Half-Light. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the threaten someone skill.
Oh, okay. Nice. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to the apparel guy.
Oh yeah. Salang, I think his name
Yeah.
is. Something like that.
Everything's still cool
Salang.
here, officer.
Oh, first things. You guys have to examine the stuff.
You keep coming back. That's good,
Alright.
officer. Keep browsing
And I
those
needed-
clothes, keep saving that economy.
So, like persuasion or something like that?
Suggestion. I think it was.
Suggestion.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Do I not already have these?
I don't know. There's so many sunglasses you picked up.
I figured they're so cheap, I probably would have bought them already. I guess not. I'll buy it. They don't have suggestion, but I'll buy
Shine
them.
on these sunglasses lasts a good starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to upgrade, Come
Oh,
back and
try
see me.
again to find. Alright, I'll just put some points into suggestion.
Okay. Oh yeah, you have some points to spare here.
Oh yeah, I see there. Piss and fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, dear. It's good. Thank you for doing that. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. Yes. Field work is a young person's Morel will eventually.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
With undue optimism.
That really is too much.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this?
Different? How? Do you ever...
Hunching her shot.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid with Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone. No, sweetie, that I'm some queen of the crypt, but now...
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. But it has, hasn't it? A seed can only bear what's...
Oh, John's got a cat.
I do. Gaming, but
as
soon as attention was called to her, she decided it's Thomas time.
Hello, dear.
Gonna curl up
Thank
over
you
there.
for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling... Yes, Morel will...
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud.
That
Very strange.
different? How? Do you...
Hunching her...
Seeing the insulin... Morel's so proud of it. No, sweetie, that but now...
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but it has, hasn't...
Daisy, we need your power. You helped me defeat the Phoenix. You gotta help us pass this check.
Give me your energy.
Hello, dear. Thank you for... Morel still isn't... I'm sorry. Morel will eventually.
The lieutenant stares at...
That...
Very strange. Why is she not...
Different? I'm in doubt, sweetie. Do you...
Hunching her...
Seeing that Morel's so proud of it. He all... No! That I'm some queen, but now...
The lieutenant...
A true believer.
Rising.
Either way, I should go.
Silly. God damn it.
I guess they really only give you that one section there to try this.
Hello, dear. Thank you for... Morel still isn't feeling well. I'm sorry. Morel will eventually...
The lieutenant stares at...
That...
Very strange.
Different? Do you...
Hunching...
See, Morel's so... No, that I'm... But now...
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but it has...
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar. Thank you for. Morel still isn't feeling well. I'm sorry, dear. Morel will eventually.
The lieutenant stared.
That.
Very strange.
Different. Do you.
Hunching.
See it? Morel so. knows that I'm some. But now.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but an acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care. All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university. But if the dream comes to naught, what good is it? No, the thing is, I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived, on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life. A true believer. Sometimes I still see it too. The real memory of it, how it was there. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a... Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but... You too, sweetie. Thank you for everything, truly.
Oh, got your skill point.
Even though it turned out to be a...
A dream. A fool's hope. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold, coastal wind blows.
We should go too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I need to find a mail.
Yes, maybe mail the letter and then call it an evening.
Okay.
Maybe start next week off with talking to Everett.
Okay.
If that's all right with you.
Sure.
I'm getting a little sleepy. Probably looking at this cat. She's not helping.
Let's see.
If you want to do maybe a makeup stream sometime too, since we missed last week, I'll be up for that.
I'll think about it. Let's see. There's a mailbox around here.
says there's a mailbox in the plaza somewhere. I don't know what the plaza is, though. No, it's a trash can, right?
This Post
Oh, that's a mail
Atelier
box.
mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Good puzzle. Pet it with my tear hand.
The box seems happy.
Okay.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow. You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it for this week on Elysium.
Talked to a lot of people. Learned about game design.
Yeah, so we still need to get the password for the offsite thing.
Backup, yeah.
Just talk to Everard. I guess we need to
Find communists.
Oh yeah, we need to find communists. And probably gonna meet them later in the day. And just find some sort of lead on the murder weapon.
Yeah.
So that's the to-do list for next week.
Try to think of. There's other stuff we can do. I have some ideas.
Alright, well, until then.
Until then.